Good morning, and welcome to Mindful SMP. As you've probably noticed, this is a little different than what you're probably used to seeing on this channel, and that is because I do a lot of Minecrafting, and one thing that I have been a part of since about November is a server called Mindful SMP. I've been really enjoying it over here, really loving the people over here and all the shenanigans we get up to. And many times this is where I hang out in voice chats and whatnot late at night as we're just hanging out, doing a little bit of Minecrafting, a little gaming, or just, we all do all sorts of different things together too. So it's been a lot of fun. So if I hop up out of here, you can see that this is an interesting build. So this is something that I freehand, and this is my starter base right here. And it's looking out right on the spawn of the server, and I really do love this house very much. So I freehanded it based on a picture that I saw, and it has been I really love it. So it's the first time I've ever used like pink in a build as well, and I've just kind of combined a different combination of blocks and assortment of blocks just to make it unique. And then I also made a custom unique bridge, which we will get a better view of shortly. And yeah, so I've been really enjoying this starter house, and lately I've been working on a new area on the server, but we'll catch that out later in the episode. And I just want to show you around a little bit. So when you spawn on the world, this is the view that you see, and it's like pretty nice. So one of the unique things that we have on Mindful is we are using a few different, we call them vanilla plus mods because they don't add any new blocks to the game. They're all vanilla blocks. And so one thing that Terralith, which is the first mod that we'll see today, does is it revamps overworld generation to get these cool, add some different terrain generations, add some cool custom textures on trees and whatnot. And it really makes the world feel like an actual world. So you can see we have some unique mountains and stuff, and all sorts of different trees. And like over here, you can see my little spawn house. And so it's been really cool to explore all these biomes. It also makes Minecrafting a little more unique in the sense that if you're looking for, say, andesite, well, andesite's not going to spawn naturally in the world unless you go mining for it. And at that point, you're probably not going to find it very easily. So you need to go find an andesite caves. Or if you need to find diorite, you got to go find a diorite caves. And if you need to find granite, you need to find a granite caves. So I think you kind of get the gist of that. So you might not find a actual Badlands biome or a mesa to get all your terracotta needs. You might have to go exploring to find some unique biome that Terralith adds to find the resource you need. And you'll probably see many of those different biomes in the adventures to come on the server. So here at spawn, we have a few unique things. We have a community notice board where you can always post some things and whatnot. We also have a community post office where you can see all of the server members and stuff. Let's see here. Do I have anything? I got 5 iron ingots, and I don't need iron, so we're going to leave that there for later. We also have this fountain that Luke, or Blue Ninjar, built along with this lovely bridge. And I also actually worked on this little pond area because I was part of a custom redemption, and so we gathered some fish, made a cute little pond here. And I really liked it. Did some mangroves and whatnot to really make it all pop together. So I actually had a lot of these fish die because they're all custom named fish. So if we come over here to random obsessors, or as she's known on the server as randomly D, bridge over here, we can get a good view of our area. And so you can see our bridge and our little custom fish shack all the way down there, which is part of a redemption in my Twitch stream. And so this was actually something that I just kind of was like, I want to use amethyst, and I also want to use stone. And so this is kind of, they're like little clusters supporting them, plus a unique post shape, and they're kind of, I don't really know what inspired me to do this. I know the bridge top itself was part of something that I saw with a block combination, but then I was like, I want to do a diagonal, and so that's what I did. And I really like how it turned out. So we also have over here, we also have Random's teeny tiny home on her. I think she's in a special biome as well. And then Lautner over there his tiny house, which is a storage nightmare, so we're gonna avoid that at all costs. Plus the two bridges. So Lautner built I don't even know what to call this bridge. And then Dee also built a bridge over here too. And they're all unique and really cool, so I'm very happy to see how they turned out. So another area that we have on the server is our shopping district. And so we have a few community places here. Actually, Salty's house is right here, which is a really cool and cropland rich area. But before we go to the shopping district, if we come up the stairs, we can see it's supposed to be a giraffe, but it currently has Lautner's head on it because of a prank by Benzo, or Hot Dog Man on YouTube. You should go follow him if you haven't already. And this is a shrine to the server god, or the giraffe. So our server admin has an account on the server that is a giraffe, and that's what he uses to work on the server, to do maintenance and whatnot. And so whenever the giraffe comes on, you always know that shenanigans are gonna ensue, because you never know when he'll grab a lead, hook you on the lead. Yes, you can hook players with leads on the server, and fly you around and then make you splat. So up top you can see Broken's house, which is actually a very, very cool advantage point, and his custom cherry grove will respawn. What we also have over here is we have our shopping district is still a work in progress, so they've been laying out some pathing and whatnot temporarily, but we have a few different houses, or a few different shops here. So we have our lovely balloon for shulker boxes. We have our lovely organic grotto, is what I don't even know what I called it anymore. Let's see here. So this is Lark's Organic Emporium, where I sell frog lights, moss, azaleas, and more. I have a few diamonds and stuff I need to collect as well, but I also sell glow lichen. And this was just kind of a structure that I built. I had the frame of I had a blueprint from Pinterest for just a general floor plan for a house, and then I just kind of made the structure unique and all that. So I really like it. It also has a basement on here. We currently have speed, so I'm trying not to go too fast. Basement and whatnot. It's kind of filled with all sorts of different things. Oh, it's nighttime. Let's sleep. Let us sleep for a second. I have no bed. Okay, we will not be sleeping then. And you can see that we also have, well, it looks like a blaze, and it is, but this is actually a blazing inferno, or as is also known as the Inferno, which is a nether boss, and we'll get to that in a little bit. We also have some unique things on the server, just unlocking a few of the cool features that are in the vanilla game. And so this is actually raining experience orbs, even though there's no experience. And this is Benzo's totem, beacon, and emerald shop. So really great prices. And so that kind of is our little spawn area. So we have a few different shops as well. We have a book shop. We also have a mushroom shop, a rocket shop. We also have the colorful corner, the color corner, if I can read. And so we have all the different colorful blocks you can ever get for 1 diamond per stack. Kind of a cool thing. So plus a notice board. So let us go into the nether so I can show you a few of the other things that are available to see. So here is our Nether Hub. And you can actually see where I'm located if you look at the chat screen in the lower left corner of the screen when I switch different districts. And so this is our Nether Hub. It is, I don't know where they originally got it from. I don't know if it was originally designed by someone on the server, but I spent a little bit of time finishing up some of the details of building these towers and whatnot, and it's really cool. I love how the copper sounds, and it's really cool. So if we go out, there's a few things for y'all to see. And so as you can tell right away, this is not your ordinary biome of the Nether. And so this is another thing that we have on the server, is just like Terralith manipulates the overworld generation, we also have a mod called Incendium that manipulates the Nether generation. And so you get some really cool structures, some really cool terrain generation as well. And we're not going to go exploring that today. Maybe when I get more comfortable and everything, we can go explore some of the new biomes. There's some pretty cool ones and some pretty unique structures added to the game with Nullscape, along with a few other mods that we have for custom structure generations. But yeah, I guess while we're showing off the new terrain generations, we probably should go to the end so I can show you that side as well. So this is not your ordinary end either. This is a custom end courtesy of the Nullscapes mod, which is also a part of the Terralith and Incendium mods. And this makes it, the end, feel so much more like the end. There's some very scary things, like these custom obsidian pillars that as you fight the dragon more and more, they get more and more crying obsidian. We also have this unique structure right over the portal where we have to fight the dragon on, and the dragon is not an ordinary dragon either. So if you go back, I might have posted a clip of the dragon fight that I did with Madame Artista, who's also an amazing member you should check out on the server. And her and I, we did a dragon fight, and not only does the dragon just hit harder and have more health points, every time you break a end crystal, it strikes you with lightning and summons phantoms. Occasionally it summons blazes, and it shoots you with lightning once you get it down to under half health. And it's just absolutely a terrifying fight. The first time they tried to fight the dragon, they said that they had like 80-some deaths collectively for like 3 or 4 of them, which is absolutely terrifying if you ask me. So this is we'll go explore the end as well in a later episode, because there's a lot that I have not checked out. So I'm thinking that we will go explore 2 other areas, and then I want to come back and I want to fix Lautner's head. Well, I want to fix the giraffe's head. I know Lautner doesn't really like his head being on the giraffe, but he hasn't fixed it yet, and so let's, maybe for our first episode, let us fix the giraffe. So when I first got onto the server, I had 24 hours, or maybe it was like 36 hours, to prepare for the dragon fight. And I did it. I don't know how I did it, but I was able to get essentially fully enchanted gear for the dragon fight. And that was rough, especially since a lot of what we have is not normal structure. So I identified a village that I could kind of take over and make into a little area to farm at and whatnot, get all my gear. So I have a bunch of hidden librarians. They're actually all under here, just so that I can keep them hidden and away from people. I have a simple iron farm, a few crop fields and whatnot here. And this is where we kind of started our base and everything like that. I still can't believe I was able to get it done within 36 hours. Yes, hello villagers. And normally if I was playing like a hardcore world or like doing a hardcore speed run, I could do it in a few hours, not a problem. But Terralith makes it a little difficult to get around. Plus we also have some custom structure generations and stuff that make it a little more difficult to find stuff. So yeah, nothing really that unique here by any means, but the area that I really want to show you is on the other side of the spawn. So here we are to my Enclave, which is called the Glarkspire Enclave, which is where I will be building our big build, our mega build. I don't really know what to call it, to be honest. So because more is an empire essentially, and so I have actually these 2 mountain ranges. Actually, I can show you on the journey map. Nope, I'm pushing the wrong button. So on the server we have a map mod called Journey Map, and so this lets us share a bunch of stuff with each other on the server. And so you can see, like, this is my Enclave. As you can see, it is 2 blooming plateaus, so one right here, one right here. They're 2 unique mountains And I may not get to the north one in this season. It all depends on how much time I get. But I will have time to work on the southern mountain, and that's kind of where I've been focusing at lately. This is where my nether portal is at. This is where the little village is at. Plus, I actually built a wheat field I want to show off. And so if we fly over here, it's a pretty big mountain, to be honest. It's just a single spanning mountain. We have some pandas that we had to redeem, or we had redeemed for someone, and we had to bring 11 of, or we had to bring 2 of them back, and we had to make 13 of them, I believe, or maybe 11. And I've been working on these unique buildings, and I wanted to have an assortment of houses and whatnot, but then I got to the point where I was just like, if I have houses that have no uniformity, I can't really do uniform roofs and stuff like that, so it just got to a little point being difficult. And then I also have a little market here that we need to fill out a little bit more with some unique items and whatnot. I also have a zombie villager here with a glow squid head on it, so we're not going to bother him though. Then on... Actually, we're going to go down the valley around the long way. So I also started working on the giant wall that is going to be around this area, and of course it is a gradiated wall. I do love me some gradients here and there. And just to keep everyone safe and secure who lives in the Larkspire Enclave, I need to spend a little bit of time expanding a little bit more, adding some gates and whatnot around the waterfalls. But one of the things that yes, this is gonna flash. I have to disable that. One of the things that I spent a lot of time on was this windmill and wheat field, and I really enjoy how this turned out. This was something that I spent a whole day working on, so I just kind of putzed around for like 6 hours working on the windmill, kind of based on a picture that I saw, and then I added it and made it my own with adding spruce and using copper just to kind of make it unique, along with a little building on the side. And I also made a custom wheat field, and they have little scarecrows in them as well that I really enjoy. This was a lot of work though. It was like 5,000 wheat seeds, 5,000 wheat seeds I had to plant in order to get this, in order to get the seeds and the wheat for it. So this would be very helpful if I ever need a lot of wheat. Did a block break right there? It looks like it broke. But inside the windmill though, it's not just a building for the looks though. It is actually a bee farm. And so we have 9 nests in here, 9 nests and hives in here, so that we can get a bunch of honey. And so actually, as you can see, I have a lot of honeycomb. And this was so that I could use different states of copper and whatnot. Oh, you're broken. Oh, I bet. No. Ah, that's why. So they must have matured at the same time. Here we go. But I have a few areas in here I can work on. So actually, if I come up to this level, I have 1 floor that I can do something custom on. Plus, I can technically put another floor up there. And there's actually, if I fly all the way up here, we have a little tippy top we can work on doing, maybe a little home or a little alcove or something that'll be fun to do. So who knows what we'll do up here. So there's a little clutch scaffolding trick, so you can not take any fall damage if you crouch right on top of a scaffolding, you land on it. So, oh, the boss is here. This is scary. We are in trouble. Any hoozles, I'm going to cut back to spawn. We're going to help the giraffe get the shrine back, and I will see you after that. And just like that, in the blink of an eye, we have ungriefed this server. So in the words of us followers of the giraffe here on Mindful SMP, nay be the giraffe. And I'll see you next time. Bye!